If you found out your father was a celibate
Hi everybody, this is the movie wrap-up for January, and I probably should have mentioned that in the wrap-up for my books.
You know, when I was a little kid, I got
Sorry.
angry with my mother
If you're watching this,
and I imagined that I had
it is the January wrap-up, yeah.
Well, that's really silly.
I forgot to mention that in my book.
Well, my dad was Errol Flynn.
Okay.
My mother
Yeah, a lot of these you're gonna see. I probably have watched them before, but I'm just gonna go ahead and re-mention them. And I did rewatch them. I don't know how many. I can't keep up because where I did move and everything got mixed up and all that. I explained it in one of my other videos, so I'm just gonna start.
Not my fantasy neighbors.
This was made. Oh, sorry. 13 going on 30. It says a comedy for the kid and all of this. This was made in 2004. Jennifer Gardner and Mark Ruffalo star in this hilarious flash-forward romance about a pre-teen girl who goes from geek to glamorous. With the help of some magic wishing dust, 13-year-old Jenna Rink becomes 30 and gorgeous overnight, and everything she ever wanted, except for her best friend Matt. Now, this grown-up woman must create some magic of her own to help the little girl inside find the true love she left behind.
Oh, Rose, I know you're disappointed, but honey, confront your father. Tell him how you feel. At least you'll have some kind of a relationship. Right now, you have nothing. You know, Rose,
give me a minute.
Because I had a father, a wonderful father whom I loved dearly. Right now, you have an opportunity I would give anything for, just to have 10 minutes more with Big Daddy. Oh, to hear that sweet old husky
The Fifth Element.
Once more. They're admitting who to my country club.
It's the unlimited Ultimate Edition. This was made in 1997. Really? I was about to say 2005, but no, it was made supposedly in 1997, which doesn't make sense. New York cab driver Corbin Dallas didn't mean to be a hero, but he just picked up the kind of fare that only comes along every 5,000 years. A perfect beauty, a perfect being, a perfect weapon. Now together they must save the world. Bruce Willis, Gary Oldman, and Milla Jovovich starring in this acclaimed director Luke Benson's outrageous sci-fi adventure in an extravagantly styled tale of good against evil set in an unbelievable 23rd century world. I'm just going to straight out just show you what the special features are, because it'll be like easier for me to do that. And I forgot to actually do that with
I'm trying to find a doctor. You'll have to excuse me if I don't have the rolling gait of a nymphomaniac.
13 going on 30. Sorry, people.
Well, now look, Dorothy, I'm scared too. I'm terrified. Sophia's practically my mother too. If we don't find her, I don't know how I'm going to respond. But I'd like to think I'm not going to be any less sexy.
Then I watched. How many Bruce Willis movies did I watch?
Where is Dr. Warren? I mean,
Okay.
This is insane.
I only watched
Where
2. Color of Night.
Well, their call rooms are up on the 12th floor, but
Director's cut. 15 extra steamy minutes. Yeah, this has definitely got nudity in it. So no, kids, do not watch this. But I've got to be honest, I think I watched this when I was at least a kid or a teenager. I actually liked it then. Mom just didn't like me watching things like that. I'm trying to find out when this was made. I'm assuming the 90s. But it will not tell me. This does not have it. And it has no special features, so I'm not going to show you any. This is the director's cut, featuring 15 minutes of sensational footage not shown in the original theatrical release. Starring big screen action favorite Bruce Willis, Color of Night is a thrill-packed story of a psychologist haunted by the brutal murder of a friend and colleague. While hunting for the killer, he finds himself romantically entangled with a mysterious beauty who leads him through a web of passion and intrigue. Color of Night, in its exclusive director's cut, is a steamy erotic thriller you simply have to see for yourself. This is actually really, really good, and I think I've watched this It's probably mentioned in one of my other videos, but I can't check. Ain't got no internet. But it's actually a really good movie. I don't get what the 15 extra steamy minutes is, because it seems to be like I've already seen it. I'm assuming the one I seen was actually the same thing, except maybe VHS version or something.
I'm glad you stopped by to visit
Don't know.
This is not a visit. It's part of my job. As far as I'm concerned, you're just another patient. A monk with my nose. Rose, I realize this is a lot for you to deal with all of a sudden.
Then I watched.
Many questions. Just one, actually. Will you be having the halibut or the chicken Kiev?
I thought it wasn't in there. And then I watched Grease, the Rockin' Rydell edition.
But I assure you, there's some explanation.
If I had to choose between part 1 and part 2, I liked both pretty good, but I like part 1 better.
I'm sure it wasn't the uniform that my mother fell for.
This was made in 1977.
Broccoli or cream corn? Rose, you're terrible.
No, 1978.
Corn,
it says right here, but 1977 up there, so.
I'm not upset.
Grease is the one that you want. Go back to high school with Pink Lady Sandy. Which at first she was not a pink lady. She just hung out with them. She wasn't even involved in that because she was a goody-goody.
Well, shouldn't it be up to me to decide what I can and can't handle? No, Rose.
And the leader of the bad boy T-Birds, Danny. And a rockin' and rollin' all-star cast available for the first time as a remastered special edition and featuring all new bonus materials. Grease Rockin' Rydell edition is the word. Yeah, at first she wasn't a pink lady. She just hung out with them. And at first none of them wanted her to end up with Danny. If I'm mistaken, what was her name? Zuko and Rizzo. Yeah, Rizzo. I'm trying to remember her name. Rizzo had a thing for Danny for a while, and then she ended up with that other guy.
I
keep forgetting. Names. I just said his name too.
I don't know. Lime jello with pears or fresh lemon meringue pie. We don't
and I
have
watched
any. We never did.
Grease 2, which surprised me. This was on DVD. It wasn't that popular as the first one. This was made 1982. Returned to Rockin' Rydell High for a whole new term. It's 1961, 2 years after the original Grease gang graduated, and there's a new crop of seniors and new members of the coolest cliques on campus. The Pink Ladies and T-Birds. Michael Carrington is a new kid in school, but he has been branded a brainiac. Can he fix up an old motorcycle, don a leather jacket, avoid a rumble with the leader of the T-Birds, and win the heart of Pink Lady Stephanie Zanoni? He's surely going to try. No special features on this either, I can show you. Yeah. I can't even tell you what this is about. It mentions it on the back. It's as good as I can tell you. Except it mentions sex in this a lot more.
We'll tell the desk. They'll send somebody.
Then I watched Charlotte's Web, the full screen edition. This was made in 2006. Charlotte's Web is absolutely one of the best films of the year. I was making sure something. Now you can share the magic as a tiny spider spins a great tale of friendship and adventure in the dazzling film version of E.B. White's beloved children's book. I like this one a lot better than the cartoon, but I do like the cartoon a little bit too.
Oh, you're up. Rose? While you were sleeping, I've been thinking, and there's something I really have to know. You said you chose God. How could you do that when it meant giving up your own child? Rose, I never knew that was a child. It was only after you were living with the Lindströms that I found out what happened to Amy.
Ghost Hunters Season 6 Part 1.
You don't need to be sorry.
It says 2010.
For giving me life. Oh, it's been a great one. I mean, the Lindstroms were wonderful parents.
I'm trying to make sure nothing is on the back.
Beautiful children.
All real supernatural adventures. The Taps Gang is back in action. Celebrate a milestone as America's favorite paranormal investigators, the Ghost Hunters, kick off their triumphant 6th season and their live 100th episode. For this epic investigation, Jason Grant and the rest of the Atlantic Paranormal Society take on their biggest case yet, Alcatraz, the former military prison known worldwide for the countless claims of paranormal activity.
Look, you'll have to excuse us, Rose. Maybe you can help.
Witnessed within its walls. Other spine-tingling investigations this season feature some of the team's most thrilling locals, including cases at the famous Philadelphia Zoo, the historic I don't know how to say this. Otezga Resort Hotel. I'm trying to remember that episode and I can't. I remember the Philadelphia Zoo, but the one I don't know. I'll show you. In Cooperstown, and the home of abolitionist and author Harriet Beecher Stowe. Prepare to be scared with some of the most unforgettable episodes of the series, and don't forget to leave the lights on. Ghost Hunters of Alcatraz live, Fort Ticonderoga, Shamrock Spirits. Is it Ticonderoga? No, Ticonderoga. I don't know. I'll show you. It's so hard for me to pronounce some of these. Shamrock Spirits, Phantoms of Jersey, Touched by Evil, Haunted Reform School, Ghost in the Attic, Inn of the Dead, Spirits of the Night, Norwich State Hospital. It might be Norwich State. Why do I sound like a hospital? Haunted Hotel and America's First Zoo. Let me see if I can find that again. I'll show you what I was trying to tell you. I can't pronounce it.
And that's why I'm on this journey, pussycat. Ma, it's okay.
There and then.
Rose, push more.
Right there. I can't pronounce them too. You could just tell me because, if you live near there, forgive me. I just can't pronounce it. Then I might have to break this into two. Then I watched The Call. There are 188 million 911 calls a year. This one made it personal. As a 911 operator, what would you do if you received a call from a teenage girl kidnapped by a serial killer? When veteran 911 operator Jordan Turner receives a call from a girl who has just been abducted, she soon realizes that she must confront a killer from her past in order to save the girl's life. After making a critical mistake that cost a previous victim her life, Jordan is determined to do whatever it takes, this time to prevent a repeat murder. The call will have you sitting on the edge of your seat. And the only special feature is the making of the call. And deleted things. That's it. Oh, this was made in 2013. I keep trying to reach for that when that's the VHS's. Then I watched Earth Girls Are Easy, an out of this world, down to earth comedy adventure. It was made in 1988. Need a lift, then you're invited to get wild in an out of this world party called Earth Girls Are Easy. Gina Davis and Jim Carrey, Jeff Goldblum and Julie Brown co-star in this musical comedy that alienates you in the most wonderful way. 3 furry aliens played by Jeff Goldblum and stand-up comedians Damon Wayans and Jim Carrey splash down in Valerie's pool, finding that life here on Earth is more than just fun. It's also romance, dancing, TV adventure, music, and makeovers. The extraterrestrial trio have no idea how wild Earth Girls can be, but they're about to find out. 3 aliens are set free in Los Angeles for a wild weekend that you've got to see to believe. Get ready for Earth Girls Are Easy, because this is going to be fun. I really love this movie. I just wish they would have made a part 2 where show how, like, where Valerie went with Mac. I was going to say Mac. I wish they could have showed a part 2, made it, or whatever.
Come on, Blanche. There's nothing wrong with Rose having a yard sale. Right, Ma? Here, Blanche, taste this. Ma! Look, I just hate the idea of a yard sale, but if you're really trying to get rid of
My
your
Girl.
stuff, I'll take it off your hands. Well, say $50. Okay.
This was made in 1991. A coming-of-age comedy starring Dan Aykroyd, Jamie Lee Curtis, Macaulay Culkin, and newcomer Anna Chlumsky. My Girl is an irresistible story of first love and loss. Chlumsky makes an extraordinary acting debut as Veda Sultanfuss, and a precocious 11-year-old tomboy obsessed with death. Dan Aykroyd is her widowed father and the town mortician, and Jamie Lee Curtis is the sexy cosmetician he employs. Macaulay Culkin is another endearing performance is Thomas J., the boy who idolizes Veda. Their summer adventures from first kiss to last farewell introduces Veda to the world of adolescence, the perfect film for parents to share with their children. My Girl is a motion picture to cherish. No special features to this. I don't know which one I like better, part 1 or part 2. They're both equally matched. I think I like part 2 better because of where Thomas J. dies in this. It's a little depressing on that part, but I really did like it. Then I watched My Girl 2. There's being a kid, there's being an adult, and then there's that year in between. You can't really see that because it's right in that black part on the shirt. You cannot see it, which I think it's stupid. They should have just, they had to make that pink too, just to make it stick out better. This was made, I think, 3 years after that one. Was it 1991? Yeah, this was made 3 years after that because it says 1994. She's supposed to be 13, but if this was made 3 years, she would have been 14. Really. Or about ready to turn 14. Dan Aykroyd, Jamie Lee Curtis, and Anna Chlumsky return as the offbeat Sultanfuss family in the enchanting sequel to My Girl. I wish I would have made it part 3. The year is 1974. Veda is now 13 years old and living with her father and pregnant stepmother. When one of her teachers gives an assignment about the life and achievements of someone she's never met, Veda chooses her late mother as the subject. Her research soon leads her to Los Angeles to stay with Uncle Phil, his likable girlfriend, and her street-smart son, Nick. Guided by Nick through the cities of Los Angeles in search of clues to her late mother's history, Veda makes some surprising discoveries about her roots and also about herself as she confronts the uncertainties of adolescence, first love, first kisses, and her place in a changing family. I gotta be honest, I wish they would make a part 3, make it be like her grown up, and it's her kid. Like, it's, you know, that'd be kind of cool. She's actually old enough now to do that, because I've seen her on one of the special Law and Order Special Victims Unit episodes, and she's like older now. I mean, she still looks the same, which is freaky. I think her hair is like brownish red now, like dark brown red, because in this it was like blonde, so her hair color changed, but that's about the only thing that has. She still looks basically like that, a little different, just very slightly different, but she still looks the same as a kid. No special features, I think. It says trailer, that's about it. Then I watched Transylvania 65000. I keep trying to almost sing that. I can't help it. I love that song. I don't know why. It's just beady. Oh, it's a Midnight Madness series. I might actually try to look up more on that series, whatever else came out. But maybe you guys could tell me, like, some of the, if you guys got any of them, Midnight Madness series, tell me what else they made, and then I'll look for them, see if I want them. I know I definitely wanted this because of Jeff Goldblum and Gina Davis. This was made in 1996. I don't know whether they divorced then or not. I know they were married in the 90s, but they were married for a short period of time, Gina Davis and Jeff Goldblum. I'm just wondering, like, if they were divorced then or not. I'm assuming they were. I don't know. Tabloid reporters Jack Harrison and Gil Turner are sent to Transylvania with two choices: find the Frankenstein monster or find new jobs. But before the jumpy journalists can dig up their big story, they must first face the horrors of an extremely clumsy butler, a nymphomaniac vampire, and a semi-mad doctor, as well as assorted mummies, werewolves, and more Transylvania oddballs. Can these two bumbling heroes unravel this monstrous mystery, or are they in for some very scary surprises? John Byner, Carol Kane, Jeffrey Jones, and Norman Fell co-star in this hilarious horror spoof written and directed by Rudy DeLuca for laughs, screams, and a good time, called Transylvania 65000. No special features that I am aware of. I'm not sure.
I hope you'll reconsider. Have a potato day. See you later, Tater, your Spuddy Stan. I can't believe it. One beer in high school and my life is ruined.
I did watch the one of them that I got for Christmas. Red Riding Hood. I just wish I had a Blu-ray player because I really wanted the Red Riding Hood 2-disc special edition Blu-ray thing, because it comes with the alternate ending. You could actually watch it with the alternate ending. At least that's what I heard. I wanted that so bad because the alternate ending is way better than the ending to this, because it shows her holding a baby when that wolf dude comes up. It's like that one scene when them two were doing it, that she got pregnant. And she's living out in the woods and everything, in her grandmother's house. It's all the same except she's holding a baby this time with a red hood, and she's wearing a red hood too. I'm kind of glad she ends up with him. He's actually way cuter than the Prince or whatever. No, probably not Prince, but the what is them called? Ironsmith or something? I don't remember, but I like this. I love this movie. This was made in 2011. Hard to believe 5 years ago. I'm trying to figure out here everything. Catherine Hardwicke directs a fantasy thriller that puts a haunting twist on the classic fairy tale. For years, the villagers of Daggerhorn have maintained an uneasy truce with a werewolf, but the beast changes the stakes by killing the older sister of brave young Valerie, promised in marriage to one man but in love with another. Valerie is affected yet again by the creature's bloody actions. When a werewolf hunter warns the beast that the beast takes human form by day and walks among them, panic sets in as the death toll rises, and Valerie learns she has a unique connection to the wolf that inexorably draws them together, making her both suspect and bait. Gary Oldman, Billy Burke, Shiloh Fernandez, Max Irons, Virginia Madison, Lucas Haas, and Julie Christie also star. I can never. Does anybody know his name? I can't remember like his real name. his name, his real name, because I can't remember.
In fact, from now on,
I don't even remember his character name in this. I'm kind of tired, I gotta be honest, and I can't focus too good right now. I can't remember his name. I bet you if I was wider awake, yep, I'd be able to tell you everything. It only says additional scenes and special features. That's it. And it does not show that one that I was talking about. It's only on the Blu-ray. Watched Excess Baggage, A Crash Course in Kidnappings, Car Thefts, and Other Rituals of Dating. It's slipping from my hand. I have like lotion on my hand and it just keeps slipping. Sorry. 1997. Alicia Silverstone, Benicio del Toro, Christopher Walken, and Harry Connick Jr. star in this offbeat adventure about a poor little rich girl and the car thief who steals her heart. Desperate for attention, Emily Hope stages her own kidnapping, but before Emily can enjoy a happy reunion with her father, her car gets stolen, with Emily still inside. Quirky, cool, and hilariously romantic, Excess Baggage is the best film of the year. Romantic, exciting, and engaging. I actually remember something. I borrowed a movie from Doug. I don't know whether he actually took it back or not. I didn't even get to watch it. No, we are what we are, but we are still here. I think I'd actually have to look at it as a horror movie. I'll have to ask him for that again. All I see is trailer. That's it. I really like this movie too. Although, man, it's how in the world does she fall in love with him? It's like I said, they only knew each other for 24 hours, or 2 days, or something like that, and boom, they fall in love. And at first she thought he actually kidnapped her. It was weird. Then I watched Overboard. Nothing on the front I can read you. Made 1987. It's the craziest mixed up ever. Goldie Hawn and Kurt Russell, I know for once they were actually married for a little while, dazzle the screen in this buoyant screwball comedy of memory making and memory faking. One of the Hollywood's most dynamic screen pairs, Hawn and Russell make the most of every hilarious situation in this delightful riches to rags romance that's perfect entertainment for anyone who appreciates a great practical joke. Hawn is Joanna Staton, the pampered wife of a pretentious yacht-owning socialite. When their boat gets stuck for repairs, Joanna employs carpenter Dean Prophet to improve her closet space. But when Dean asks to be paid, he's blatantly turned down by the nothing is ever good enough for me, Joanna. So when Joanna falls overboard and gets a bad case of amnesia, Dean takes advantage of the situation and, in a stroke of repetitive genius, tells her that she is his wife and the mother of his 4 unruly children. This is another one. How did she... okay, I can understand how she fell in love with him, but it's like he lied to her about their life together, basically. And yet, it's like, I guess because of the way she changed for the better. Which is, I guess, that's how they fell in love. Which this one actually makes a little bit more sense than Excess Baggage. I still don't understand how they fell in love with each other. Then I watched Let the Right One In, made in 2008. I was about ready to start reading Canadian, Swedish, I'm sorry. I was starting to already read Swedish, which I don't even know Swedish. Boyd and Lonely, Oscar is a timid 12-year-old boy whose dream for a friend finally comes true when Ellie moves in next door. The strange young girl is ghostly pale only to come out at night and is uninfected by freezing temperatures. Coinciding with Ellie's arrival is a series of inexplicable disappearances and murders. Caught between the innocence of childhood romance and the truth of Ellie's identity, this darkly atmospheric tale is also an unexpected tender taboo of adolescence. This one actually goes more by the story than the new one, Let Me In. I gotta be honest, it's like even in this one, she's supposed to be a boy that once you turn into a vampire you lose down there, if you get my drift.
There's another con.
But
is wrong. Now, come on, we're family. We always
wouldn't it be considered if that is a boy that he's gay?
Now, look,
because of both of them, it's like, oh, I don't care if you're a boy, I still love you.
I mean, you're taking away.
But I mean, I'm nothing against gay people.
Her home. Granted, it's the cradle of idiocy.
Best vampire movie ever by Washington Zimmerman. Yeah, you can't really, I don't think you can get it to do it, but yeah, it goes from shadow to that. Shadow, just that. I actually really like that one. I like both of them, though. I can't tell. Okay, wait, I'm going to have to go ahead and do this one, because I got to explain something. I watched only one of these, because I absolutely hate this one. I hate it. The only reason I'm keeping it is because of this. If I can get this by itself one day, I'm gonna give this to Crystal, because I cannot stand Vampire's Kiss. Watched it once, I'm never gonna watch it again. Nicolas Cage, I used to love his acting up until this. I watched this, and then I don't really like him that much anymore. Only in a very few movies do I like him in. I like him in National Treasures 1 and 2. I heard they're going to make a part 3, although I don't know. I heard he'd done that religious movie. I haven't gotten around to watching that. I might give it a try, but I don't really like. I hate it. I don't really like saying hate, but I don't like that movie. I was going to say this one. I love this one. It's so funny. But I watched Once Bitten, A One-Night Stand with Eternal Complications. Comedy superstar Jim Carrey plays a hot-blooded teen who's become the reluctant donor to a sultry and extremely thirsty nocturnal nymph in this funny, sexy send-up of the horror genre. Mark has just one thing on his mind, going all the way, but while his girlfriend keeps telling him he has to wait, he meets a beautiful vampire countess who's ready for action. Mark's just happy to get past second base, but after a one-night stand with the sexy seductress, Mark starts behaving more than just a little baddie, and realizes he must find a way to break his lover's fiendish spell or be prepared to work a graveyard shift forever. He doesn't even sleep with her. She just drinks his blood. He thinks he slept with her, but he didn't. And I don't know whether this has got any special features or not.
This reminds me of the first time I ever did this.
It was made 1985. Did I mention that? Don't think I did. Yeah, but this was made 1985.
It took so long to get the tie fixed. By the time I got to the drugstore, it was closed.
Then watched Now and Then. A summer when four friends made a promise to return anytime they needed each other. That time has come. Yeah, I think I've already mentioned this before, because it seems like I already mentioned that out of all of these that I know of, that little girl right here, I don't know how old she was when she died, but she died.
All those years of marriage, through all the struggles, the one thing I wanted.
I don't even remember what made her die. Cancer?
I have all the success I want, and it scares me.
Some kind of disease.
Keep waiting for a knock at the door.
That's all I remember.
Hi, it's me, failure.
I think I've already mentioned this one before, but it's fine. I rewatched it.
What I'm trying to say is,
it was made in 1996.
Like I did when we were together.
It's all for one and one for all in this heartwarming comedy about the childhood mischief of four best friends who reunite after 20 years. Roberta, Teeny, Samantha, and Chrissy have been busy growing up, but they always remembered the promise they made to be there for each other. Now they're going again. Now they're together again to relive the greatest summer of their lives. Take a spirited ride down memory lane with Christina Ricci, Thora Birch, Gabby Hoffman, Ashley Ashton Moore, Melanie Griffith, Demi Moore, Rosie O'Donnell, and Rita Wilson in the delightful comedy that proves girls just want to have fun. I can't remember what I was going to say now.
If there's $500,000 in the statute fund,
give me a minute. I was going to say something about this movie, but now it's like, if I'm not mistaken, every once in a while they'll actually get together in the movie, like, if something happens, oh, they're always there for each other. Like, they always keep in contact. Except I know that she never comes back there, so I'm assuming they go to her. Like, they travel around. And this has no special features. I think I could do at least one more.
They loved you, Dorothy.
No, they loved you.
Then I watched Scream. Someone's taken their love of scary movies one step too far. Look at how he does not look like that in the movie. Look at how he looks like that. He is cute on the cover. Cuter than what he is in the movie.
It was a perfect reception. For once, everything.
But I gotta be honest, he is still cute. Cause see, I mean, he has that like goatee and everything, and then in the movie he looks like that. I'm heard he's like kin to
Thanks, babe.
He's kin to another actor. Looks just like him too. But I can't remember his name. Can't even remember what he's acted in. What is his? I'm just wanting to remember his name here. I don't remember his name. Matthew. Skeet Ulrich. Yeah, I don't remember. Anyways, the smash hit that transformed the horror genre into a phenomenon. Scream also launched the careers of some of today's brightest stars. After a series of mysterious deaths, an offbeat group of friends get caught up in a lively mix of thrills and chills with hot stars Drew Barrymore, Courtney Cox, Neve Campbell, Skeet Ulrich, and David Arquette. Now you can experience this edge of your seat thriller like never before with Dimensions Collector Series on DVD. If nobody's ever heard of this, it's just about a masked killer killing people. Basically, it's just about these two boys getting revenge. Well, not revenge, he actually just killed people. Although one of the killers has a reason behind it more than the other. The other one mostly just following the leader. I'm not going to tell you too much if somebody who hasn't seen it. But I feel sorry for Cindy. That's the Neve Campbell's character's name. Yeah, it's got some special features. It's got a production featurette, director trailers, TV commercials, behind-the-scenes footage, Q&A with cast and crew, special effects gallery, cast and crew's profiles, and film effects. That's it. Did I mention when this was made? It doesn't say it, but it was made in 1990-something. It was in the 90s. It was 98, 99. I'm not sure. I know it was in the late 90s. That's all I'm going to be able to show right now. I'm going to do a part 2 to this video, so keep an eye out.